In the dark skies above the burning planet, the fire-breathing dragon flew fast. Her silver wings cut through smoke and ash. The planet below was dying. Explosions lit the mountains. Buildings fell. Creatures screamed. War was everywhere. The dragon's name was Sira. She was not just any dragon. She was the last of her kind, the star dragons. In her arms, she held something glowing ... something precious. A large, smooth egg with golden lines across it. This egg was the final hope. Of her race, Sira's body was weak. Her blue scales were scratched and burnt. She was bleeding. Behind her, 3 black alien ships followed closely. They belonged to the Zern Thieves, heartless creatures who hunted rare life forms and sold them for credits. They had killed Sira's family. Now they wanted the egg. Sira flew fast, but the enemy ships were faster. "She cannot run forever," said the thief leader, his sharp metal fingers tapping the control panel. "That egg will be ours." Sira's ship was small, old, and broken. Her engines screamed in pain. She knew she could not fight them anymore, so she made a plan. A desperate one. Far ahead, floating in space, was a human cargo ship, old, rusted, unguarded. Sira whispered to the egg, "You must live. Even if I don't." The egg glowed brighter in response, as if it understood. As the Zern ships fired at her, Sira flew toward the cargo ship and used her last bit of energy to teleport the egg inside. It landed in a storage box filled with junk and scrap metal. The thieves didn't see it. Moments later, Sira's ship exploded in a flash of blue fire. The Zern ship stopped. The leader watched the flames, then smiled. "It's over. The last egg is gone." But they were wrong. Earth, 2 weeks later in a quiet scrapyard on the edge of New London, a young man named Max kicked a broken radio with his boot. He wore torn boots, a greasy jacket, and always had oil on his face. Max was known as the town fool, a dreamer who believed aliens were real and talked to machines. He lived alone, fixing old parts, collecting space junk that fell from the sky. Today, while cleaning a broken shipping crate, Max found something strange. It was smooth, round, and glowing. Not metal, not plastic. It was warm, like it was alive. "Whoa," Max said, lifting it carefully. "Your single quotes read ... beautiful." The egg pulsed with a soft golden light. Max smiled. "I'll call you ... Eggy." He carried it to his workshop, cleaned it, and placed it on a soft pillow. That night, Max sat beside the egg, talking to it like a friend. "I don't have many friends," he said. "People think I'm weird, but I think maybe I found something special." The egg pulsed again, as if listening. As Max fell asleep, strange dreams filled his mind. Fire, stars, dragons flying, and a woman whispering, "Protect it. The galaxy depends on it." He woke up sweating. What was that? Meanwhile, in deep space ... The Zern Thieves sat in silence. Their scanners suddenly beeped. "Captain," a soldier said, "I found something. A weak signal ... dragon energy. From the human system." The leader's eyes widened. The egg ... It survived. He clenched his fists. "Prepare the ship. We go to Earth." Back on Earth, Max took the egg outside to show his robot friend Droidy, a small walking trash can with eyes. "What do you think, Droidy?" Droidy beeped and flashed red lights. It scanned the egg, confused. "It's not human," Max whispered. "But it's not dangerous either." He felt something strange, like the egg was watching him. Then, something new happened. The egg floated an inch above the table and spun slowly. Glowing symbols appeared around it. Max stepped back. "Okay, that's not normal." He reached out, and for a second he felt a voice in his mind. "Danger is near. Hide me." Max froze. Who said that?" No answer. Just silence. The egg sat still again. Later that night, Max locked the doors and stared at the egg under a blanket. He didn't know where it came from. He didn't know what it really was, but deep inside, he felt one thing clearly. He had to protect it, whatever this egg was. It was not just a rock or a machine. It was a live and far away. Something evil was coming to take it. Max was talking to an egg, not a chicken egg, not even a dinosaur egg. No, this one floated, glowed, whispered things inside his head, and worst of all, it listened. He stood in his dusty workshop, the broken fan buzzing above him. Outside, wind whistled through metal junk piles. The stars were hidden behind thick clouds. But inside, the egg sat quietly on a pillow, pulsing gently. Like a slow heartbeat. "I don't know who you are," Max said, scratching his messy hair. "Or what you are, but I think you're in trouble." The egg blinked once in golden light, then stopped. Max shook his head. "Talking to eggs, great. I am the town idiot." 2 days earlier, Max had found the egg buried inside a broken space crate. Since then, everything felt weird. Time moved slower. Lights flickered near the egg. Max dreamed of stars and fire. He hadn't told anyone, not even his neighbor old Joe, who believed space frogs controlled the government. He did tell his robot, Droidy, who beeped in confusion. Today, Max was going to try something new. He placed the egg on a scanner, one he built from microwave parts in a toaster. The screen flickered. Life form detected. Unknown class. Unknown language. Warning. Power source active. Unknown? Max frowned. How are you even alive? The egg suddenly spun in the air. A soft hum filled the room. Max stepped back. Then, a voice entered his head again. "They are coming. Hide me. Save yourself." Max's eyes widened. "Who's coming? What do you mean?" The egg fell still again. Far away, above Earth, the sky cracked open silently as a black alien ship exited light speed. Invisible to human radar, it hovered high in orbit. Inside, the Zern thieves prepared their weapons. "The egg is active," said the captain. His sharp teeth glistened under dim lights. Another soldier hissed. "The signal is clear. It's on. This planet, Sector 4, Earth human territory. Send scouts." Quietly, the captain growled. "The humans must not know." Back on Earth, Max sat near a fire barrel behind his shop. The egg sat beside him, wrapped in a towel like a baby. Stars twinkled above now. The clouds had cleared. But Max didn't feel peace. He felt watched. "I used to want aliens to visit," he whispered. "Now I think they already have." Suddenly, a buzzing noise came from above. Like an electric hum. Max looked up. He saw nothing, but felt something. Behind the junkyard gate, 2 dark shapes moved fast. He grabbed the egg and ran. Inside the workshop, Max locked the door and turned off the lights. He breathed hard. His heart pounded. The egg glowed brighter, as if scared. From outside came a low voice, robotic, cold, human. "Open the door. We know you have it." Max's hands shook. "No way." The door blasted open. Sparks flew. 2 tall alien scouts entered. Black armor, 4 arms, no face. Just glowing red eyes. One pointed a weapon at Max. "Give us the egg." Max stood in front of it, shaking but firm. "No, I don't know what this is, but it's mine." The alien stepped forward. "You are weak. A fool. Do not die for something you don't understand." Max held the egg close. "Maybe I am a fool, but I won't let you take it." Suddenly, a blast of golden light burst from the egg. The aliens flew backward, crashing into the wall. Tools rattled. Glass shattered. Max fell to his knees. His ears rang. But he was alive. The aliens stood up slowly, limping now. Their armor smoked. The egg floated between Max and the aliens, spinning fast. The golden symbols reappeared, this time brighter. A voice, louder now, echoed in Max's mind. "He is not alone. I chose him. He is the guardian." The aliens paused. For the first time, they looked afraid. They turned and ran, disappearing into the night. Silence. Max sat on the floor, breathing hard. The egg lowered itself back onto the pillow, softly glowing again. He looked at it, eyes wide. "You chose me?" he whispered. The egg didn't reply. But Max knew the answer. He stood up, hands shaking but firm. "Okay, Eggy," he said. "You and me, we're in this together now." He locked the door, gathered tools, and started preparing. He didn't know what was coming. But he knew one thing. He was no longer just Max the Fool. He was Max, guardian of the last egg. The stars blinked, then one of them moved, not falling, not shining, just shifting high above Earth, in the silent darkness. A shape grew larger, black, smooth, deadly. The alien ship was here. It didn't make a sound. No fire, no trails, just cold shadows. It hovered like a ghost. Inside, the Zern leader walked slowly past glowing control panels. "Prepare the drop," he said, voice calm but full of poison. "The Guardian has the egg, the foolish human." A smaller alien asked. "Should we destroy the city?" The leader bared his teeth. "No, not yet. Let him suffer first." Earth Junkyard Workshop. Max had not slept in 2 days. His eyes were red, his tools scattered, and coffee cups surrounded him like tiny towers. The egg sat in the center of the room, glowing gently. Every few hours, it pulsed and showed him visions, alien stars, ancient temples, and the face of a silver dragon. He didn't understand it all, but one thing was clear: something was coming. Max was building a defense. He used scrap, old weapons, drone parts, and even a frying pan. It all looked silly, but it worked, mostly. "Droidy," Max said, welding 2 wires. "If they come back, we hit them with everything." Droidy beeped nervously, suddenly. The air changed. It became heavy, thick, like something was pressing down on the sky. Max stepped outside. The night was too quiet. No dogs barking, no cars, no wind. Then he saw it. Above the junkyard, a black crack opened in the sky. A hole in the stars. And from it, 3 silver pods dropped fast. They hit the ground like meteors. Max ran back inside. The first visitor. The door shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. Boom. Boom. Then silence. Max held a wrench in one hand. The egg hovered beside him, glowing like a small sun. The door creaked open. A shape stepped in, not metal this time. It looked human. A tall man in a long coat. Pale skin, black eyes. No weapons. He smiled. "Hello, Max," the man said softly. "You have something that doesn't belong to you." Max stared. "You're not human," the man chuckled. "Smart, that's new." Max pointed the wrench. "You're not getting the egg." The man stepped forward. "Oh, I think I will." Then, his eyes turned white, and his skin shifted. For a second, he looked like a creature made of smoke and bone. Droidy screamed. A warning beep. Max hit a button. The floor beneath the man zapped with electric shock. He jumped back, growling. The egg flared. A blast of light hit the alien, throwing him into the wall. Max ran. The chase Max jumped into his junk bike, a 3-wheeled scooter with a jet engine strapped to the back. The egg floated beside him, protected by a metal box. Aliens followed. 3 now. Each one different. Tall, thin, crawling, flying. The night lit up with strange blue energy as they chased him through old roads and dark alleys. Max pushed the scooter faster. It coughed smoke and sparks. He dodged a blast. A dumpster exploded behind him. "Eggy, if you've got powers, now's a good time," Max shouted. Suddenly, the egg flew out of the box, hovered behind them, and created a glowing shield. Blasts bounced off like rubber balls. Max laughed. "Yes, we've got tricks too." Safe for now, Max reached an old train tunnel and hid behind a metal wall. Breathing hard, he looked at the egg. "You're not just alive," he whispered. "You're fighting back." The egg pulsed. Then it spoke, clearly like a voice made of stars. "I was born to burn. But I cannot do it alone. You are my guardian. But more than that, you are the only human ever chosen. Together we stop the end." Max blinked. "Stop what? The aliens?" "No," the egg said. "Something worse. The great machine is waking. The Zern want me to control it. If they win, all stars die." Max sat in silence. He was just a junkyard fool. But now, the fate of stars depended on him. He stood up, wiped the dirt from his face, and picked up the egg. "All right then. Let's go save the galaxy." Eggy, asterisk, the junkyard was burning. Metal melted like butter. Sparks flew through the air. Sirens screamed in the distance. But no one came to help. Max ran barefoot across broken ground, holding the glowing egg in his arms. Blood dripped from a cut on his forehead. His robot, Droidy, rolled beside him. Sparking from damage, behind them, death followed. The silver-skinned Zern thief, now in full alien form, leaped across junk piles like a spider. Its claws glowed. Its eyes burned. But Max wasn't running just to survive. He was running because the egg had whispered a plan into his mind. "Take me to the tower. I can fight." 10 minutes earlier, when the alien broke into Max's workshop again, there was no time to think. It moved too fast. It grabbed Max by the throat, lifting him off the floor. "You are weak," it hissed. "The galaxy belongs to the strong." Max could barely breathe. His hands reached for anything, a wrench, a wire. Nothing worked. Then, the egg glowed brighter than ever before. A pulse of gold light shot out. The alien screamed and dropped Max. Max rolled to the floor, coughing. His vision blurred. The egg floated high in the air, spinning fast. Symbols lit up all around it. Then something incredible happened. It changed. The egg cracked open, not completely, just enough to release a stream of pure energy. A shape formed in the light, wings, claws, eyes. It wasn't a full dragon. Not yet, but it was enough. "Stay down," the voice said inside Max's head. "Let me handle this." The energy dragon flew forward like lightning, smashing into the alien. Sparks exploded. Walls cracked. The alien tried to fight back, but the dragon was faster. It twisted through the air, burning bright, roaring with soundless fire. Max watched. In awe, his egg could fight. Present. Tower rooftop. Max reached the top of the city's old radio tower, the highest point in New London. The wind blew hard. Rain started falling, mixing with smoke from the junkyard. He placed the egg in the center of the rooftop dish. "Now what?" he asked. "This place is old, but strong," the egg replied. "I will use its signal. I will call help, but you must protect me." Lights on the tower blinked as the egg linked with its systems. The sky turned gold above them. Suddenly, a loud shriek cut through the air. 3 Zern fighters appeared in the sky, flying low. Max grabbed a metal pipe. "Here we go again." The battle. The first alien dropped onto the rooftop, long limbs, sharp blades. Max charged. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't trained. But he was angry. He swung the pipe. Missed, swung again, hit. The alien screeched. Egg pulsed again, shooting a golden shield to block the second alien's attack. The third came from behind, but Droidy rammed into it at full speed, exploding on impact. "Droidy!" Max shouted. The little robot's parts flew everywhere. Smoke rose. The egg whispered, "He was brave. We will honor him." Max growled, "You're right. No more running." The final strike. The first 2 aliens closed in. Max was cornered. Then the egg cracked fully open. From the golden light stepped a being like no other, part dragon, part human, tall and glowing, silver wings. Fire in its eyes. It looked at Max. You protected me, it said. Now I protect you. The hybrid raised its hand. Fire and wind exploded from its body. The rooftop lit up like a sun. The Zern screamed and vanished. Into ash. Silence returned. Max dropped to his knees. Tired, shaking, the hybrid stood beside him, calm and powerful. Aftermath rain washed away the blood and ash. The sky cleared. Stars returned. The dragon hybrid looked at Max. You are not just a fool. You are a fighter. Max laughed. No, I'm still a fool, just not the dangerous one. They both looked at the sky. Far above, in deep space, more Zern ships waited. The egg was gone now, but its purpose had been born, and the real war was just beginning. The stars were whispering, not with sound, but with light, tiny flashes, patterns, hidden messages across the galaxy. Max stood at the edge of a floating platform in deep space, staring into forever. Around him was an ancient place, half space, station, half temple, built into the bones of a dead star. The star forged. It was older than any planet, older than any war. And now it was awake. Hours earlier, escaped from Earth after the rooftop battle. Max and the dragon hybrid, now calling herself Nera, had escaped Earth in an old smuggler ship. It belonged to Max's old friend, Tug, a loud, one-eyed alien who smelled like burnt socks but owed Max a favor. You stole a living weapon, Tug said while flying. Now you're dragging it into my ship? You're insane, Max smiled. Yeah, well, join the club. Nero remained quiet during the trip. She sat in the engine room, meditating, her silver wings folded around her. Max finally asked, "Where are we going?" She opened her eyes. "To the place where I was made, where you will understand why you were chosen." Arrival at the Starforgia. As the ship approached the location, space itself looked wrong, colors bent, lights moved like water. It felt like flying into a dream. Then, the Starforge appeared, a massive ring around a dying star. Black stone towers, golden circuits running across the walls. Giant dragon statues floated in zero gravity, facing outward like guards. Tug whistled. "This place gives me chills." The ship docked. Max, Nera, and Tug stepped onto the ancient floor. The walls glowed, reacting to Nera's presence. Doors opened by themselves. Symbols appeared in the air, written in stardust. Nera spoke. "This is where my kind created the first soul warriors. Dragons mixed with the strongest species of each era. We failed before, but now with you, we may succeed." The human code inside the main chamber. Max touched a glowing crystal. Suddenly, the entire station lit up. He saw visions, galaxies dying, planets exploding, and the rise of a massive machine with one goal: consume all stars. "The Great Machine," Nera said. "The Zern want to use me to activate it, but only a human mind can control it." Max stepped back. "Why me? I'm no hero. I fix junk." Nera looked at him. "No, you create from junk. You see life where others see garbage. That is what humans do best. Adapt. Imagine, rebuild. That's why you were chosen." Secrets unlocked as Max touched more symbols. The forge began building something. Blueprints, metal frames, energy cores. A suit. A weapon. A link. It wasn't just for Nera. It was for both of them. A dual system. One dragon, one human. Together. A force powerful enough to challenge a galaxy. But the forge gave a warning. Connection incomplete. Activation will attract the machine. Nera turned to Max. "Once we finish this, they'll all come." Max clenched his fists. "Let them." Meanwhile, Zern flagship far away. The Zern captain knelt before a dark screen. On it glowed one red eye. A deep voice spoke. "The forge has awakened." The captain bowed. "We are ready. The human will fall." The voice replied, "He must not reach phase 2. Destroy him before he learns what he truly is." Back at the Starforge Decision Max sat alone on a high bridge overlooking the molten star core. He held a piece of old Earth metal in his hand, a bolt from his workshop. So much had changed. He had lost his home, droidy, his normal life. Now the galaxy was watching. Nyra joined him. I don't know if I'm ready, Max said. She placed a hand on his shoulder. You're not. That's why you'll win. They stood. The forge lit up once more. Energy flowed through the towers. The suit was ready. The signal was sent. And far, far away, something ancient opened its eyes. Earth was burning, but no one saw it yet. Not with fire, not with bombs. It was burning from the inside out. The countdown had started. A signal, silent and invisible, was crawling through satellites, power grids, and machines. It carried one command: awaken the machine. And only two beings in the galaxy could stop it: a half-human, half-dragon hybrid, and a junkyard fool who had nothing except courage. Starforged 2 hours earlier, Max stood inside the glowing armor chamber. Light crawled across his body like living fire. His heart raced, his hands trembled, but he didn't back down. Nyra stood across from him, her dragon wings wide, her silver scales shining in the forge's blue light. Once we link, we cannot unlink, she said. Good, Max replied. I'm tired of running. The forge completed the fusion protocol. A glowing ring closed around them. Sparks flew. Then silence. And then boom. A pulse of raw power exploded outward, lighting up systems across the galaxy. The connection was complete. Max's voice echoed inside Nyra's mind. Let's go save our stupid galaxy. Earth now in New London's central control tower. Alarms blared. Engineers screamed. Screens flickered. Unknown code was eating the city's power grid like a virus. The weather changed. Skies darkened. Lights blinked. The Zern had activated the star signal, hidden inside human tech for decades. Their plan: use Earth's energy to power the great machine and burn every star from the inside. The signal core was deep underground. No human could reach it. But Max wasn't just human anymore. Enter the Skyfire suit high above Earth. The clouds split open like cracked glass. A burning figure dropped from orbit, silver and red. Wings of light, eyes like molten gold. It was Max. Inside the Skyfire suit, forged by the Starforge, powered by Nyra, controlled by their shared bond. They weren't pilot and weapon. They were one. Battle begins. Alien drones filled the sky like a metal storm. Thousands, maybe millions. They flew toward Max like knives through the wind. Max grinned. You wanted a hero? Too bad, you got me. He flew straight into them. The first wave hit, metal crashing, sparks flying. Nyra's voice echoed in his mind. Left, down, fire. Max released a blast of dragonfire from his chest plate. 10 drones exploded. He spun, flipped, punched, raw power and instinct flowing together. Below, people looked up in fear, then in awe. Who is that? Someone whispered. No one knew, but they would remember. Underground Kortug, the alien smuggler, led a small team into the signal core. Come on, he shouted. We don't have much time. The Zern were already there, machines crawling down the walls, guarding the center. Tug fired his plasma rifle. Max better be winning up there. Above the city, final phase. Max flew faster. Then sound. His suit cracked the sky. But the drones kept coming. Suddenly, a new shape appeared. Huge, black, crawling with weapons. The Zern warship. It opened fire. Missiles, lasers, shockwaves. Max dodged, but barely. He was getting tired. Nyra, he whispered. We need more. Nyra's voice was steady. Then give me control. Max closed his eyes. Do it. Dragon unleashed. The suit cracked open. From inside, Nyra emerged, fully transformed. Not part human, now full dragon. Massive, winged, burning with energy. She roared. The warship paused. The drones paused. Everything paused. Then she unleashed hell. Fire brighter than a sun. Wings like blades. Claws that tore metal apart. Zern had never seen anything like her, and they ran, underground. Victory Tug reached the core. He placed the charge. Now or never. He said. Boom. The signal core was destroyed. The virus stopped. The machine's awakening paused. In the sky. One last stand. But the Zern captain had one last weapon. He appeared in front of Max, in his own suit, black and jagged, powered by stolen dragon energy. You are weak, he growled. Just a human. Max smiled. You say that like it's a bad thing. Then he punched the captain with everything he had, and the Skyfire. Suit overloaded in a flash of gold. Silence. Smoke. Falling ash. Max drifted down. Suit broken, body bruised, but alive. Nira landed beside him in human form, quiet and calm. It's not over, she said. Max nodded. Then we keep fighting. It started with a broken planet, then a stolen egg, then a fool with greasy hands and a kind heart. Now, the galaxy stood on the edge of silence. Stars flickered. Machines waited. And in the center of it all stood Max, a human with no armor. No army, no training. Just fire in his eyes, and a promise in his heart. If we burn saving something. Deep space. The machine awaits across the stars, in a place beyond light. The great machine stood like a sleeping god. Massive. Cold. Alive. The Zern had failed to awaken it fully, but the damage was done. A spark had caught. The machine was waking on its own, curious, hungry, ancient. And now, only one key could reach its core. The egg. But the egg was no longer just an object. It had become Nira, the last creation of the Star Dragons. The first of her kind. And her time was running out. Earth. Final choice. Max sat at the edge of Earth's orbit, inside a broken escape pod. The Skyfire suit was ruined. His body ached. He coughed blood into his sleeve. Nira stood beside him, glowing softly, fading. The machine is listening now, she said. It will speak soon. Then it will choose to erase us or not. Max looked up. Can we stop it? She paused. Yes, but it requires a voice it can't predict. Max raised an eyebrow. Mine? Nira nodded. Human logic is the only thing it doesn't understand. Entering the mind of a god, they launched toward the machine, not with weapons, but with thought. The machine existed inside space and outside time. Its core was made of frozen stars and living equations. To reach it, they had to merge again. But not as warrior and dragon. As story and storyteller. As memory. Memory. Chamber. Inside the machine. Max opened his eyes. He was standing in his workshop again. Earth. Before all of this. Except the tools floated. The walls pulsed. And in the corner stood the machine, disguised as a child made of wires. You're the danger, it said. You're the chaos. Max stepped forward. No, I'm the reason chaos sometimes saves us. The machine blinked. Explain. And so Max told it everything. The scrapyard, the egg, the voice, the chase, the loss of Droidy, the fight in the sky, the first time Nira smiled, the last time he felt afraid. He told the machine why humans didn't give up, why foolishness was sometimes power. And as he spoke, the chamber trembled. The machine whispered, "This is illogical." Max grinned. Exactly. The final test screen appeared. A countdown. 1 minute. The machine would either shut down forever or wake and destroy every sun. It asked Max, "Do you wish to survive?" Max looked at Nira beside him. She was fading fast. Her body was light. Now not fire, not form. She had given everything. Max stepped forward and said, "No, I wish for them to survive. Shut me off, not the galaxy." The machine paused. Processing, processing, processing. 0 o'clock light, not pain, not death. Just light, Like sunrise after a long night. Aftermath. 1 month later, Earth returned to normal. The sky was clear again. The stars were safe. People had no idea what almost ended them. But high above, in a small orbit station, a story was recorded. The Fool Who Saved the Galaxy. Tug read it out loud to a small crowd of kids. He smiled, finishing the tale. And when the machine looked into Max's soul, it finally understood something. Humans don't run. They rebuild. A girl raised her hand. Did he die? Tug winked. Heroes like him never really die. Unknown planet, somewhere far, a small scrapyard. A new egg dot, soft golden light dotted. Cracked dot inside, not a dragon, but a new shape, smaller, curious. A voice whispered, Max. Lives in all of us now.